thing I remember about Dick is that he was a no-nonsense guy.
As chief of staff under President George H.W. Bush, Governor John H. Sununu worked closely with then Secretary of Defense Dick Cheney. Sununu shared this personal photo of the president's inner circle in the Oval Office, Secretary Cheney leaning forward in his chair as they discussed the first Gulf War.
He would let the bureaucracy know what he wanted, and he expected them to do it right. He was really a great asset in that tough situation.
Cheney passed away Monday night at the age of 84. His outsized influence at the highest levels of American government spanned from Congress to the White House to the vice presidency. In 1993, he briefly considered his own run for president and made multiple visits to first in the nation, New Hampshire.
I'm seriously interested in looking at the 96 race. I have not decided yet whether or not I'll become a candidate.
He ultimately decided against a bid for the White House, but he would return to New Hampshire during his tenure as vice president to campaign for the 2004 re-election of President George W. Bush, defending the administration's decision after the 9/11 attacks to go to war against Iraq.
Strategy that's going to be successful under these circumstances has to allow us to take the battle to the terrorist and to destroy the terrorist before they can launch attacks.
And Steve, because Cheney set aside his presidential ambitions ahead of that 1996 cycle, he probably spent less time in New Hampshire than most two-term vice presidents in modern history.
So take us back to that. What were the factors at play there when it came to Cheney making the decision? We know, like was the case throughout his career, health was certainly a topic. We know he suffered 3 heart attacks before the age of 50.
Yeah, the health was a factor, Steve, but also the political style. This was not someone who tended to like taking the forward-facing role. He was very reticent. That's why that video from 1993 in Laconia was so remarkable, seeing him out there, open to kind of a run for the president. But from what we've been able to track in our archives, his total number of publicly announced visits to New Hampshire was actually in the single digits, Steve.